I missed you too, Lily. A week in between my last live and when I tried to go live on Thursday. And I usually try to go live twice a week. And then Spirit had other plans. The ban was lifted. Jen, you were silenced. I don't know why. I know. Yay. Yeah. All I can say is that I had a friend that was like, I can't believe you were Hassaned. I don't know. I didn't really know who he was. But now I know that he is a Nepo baby. A champagne socialist, if you will. A big streamer on Twitch. It's kind of what I know. Yeah, Lillian said, hey, universe saying you needed space. Exactly. Yeah, I was very luteal at my most recent live. And Casper, hi. And yeah, it wasn't good. I was very emotionally activated because of the interview, the guest that I had from 2 weeks ago. So I was telling a friend who like is big in the streaming community that I had a guest on, and he was like, you didn't vet them? It's like, no. Thank you. It's actually a dress. I don't have any children. No. Thank God at this point, honestly. I mean, I like kids. I like my friends' kids. Is war over? Painting Bacon, hello. Office Max, welcome. Love it when you're in my live. It just feels protective. People ask that all the time, but I also really like flowers. It's something that I usually have. So, yeah, hi, Kevin. Glad you're here. Yeah. Hi, Sam. Hi. Aw, thanks you guys for yeah. As I was saying, Kevin, and as I was kind of explaining, like, I gave a lot of content to my fan club on my most recent live. So definitely for the better. Oh, yay. I love my German followers. I have a few German super fans, and I wanted to go live earlier today because I love my UK and European and even some Eastern Africa. Speaking of the UK, hi, Kira. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I love the roses too. Costco has great roses. I usually get flowers from Trader Joe's, but sometimes I'll get them from Costco too. Kira, have you gone live yet? They are real, yeah. So this one was given me by my friend who does a lot of TikTok shop stuff. She's a makeup artist. It's so nice. I would have never chosen this color for myself, but it's like my favorite lip color I've ever owned. I'm definitely gonna buy it again for myself. It's a sun serum lip oil, SPF 40. Oh, look at all of these, Belgium, UK, Germany. Hello, I need to get back to Europe. You're scared? I know, I kind of make it look easy. I forget that, you know, just because like, and that was the problem with the guy that I had on was just because he made good content that I liked. That doesn't mean it's going to translate over to live well. You know, when I went to manager training for Trader Joe's, the trainer said something that really stuck with me. And he said, you either win or you learn. Let me tell you, I've been learning a lot this whole experience. And I'm very grateful. Kendra Worldwide, that's right. Is there a plan for today? You know, I still want to talk about Rizzy. I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about messy talk. Thank you, JJ. I want to talk about how important it is, but really it's been a minute since I've been live. So I just want to, you know, say hello. Oh. Buenas tardes, Joselito. I'm doing pretty well. Felt good to get that video out the other day. It's been taking a lot of restraint to not respond to some of the comments. And I'm proud of myself too. A meet and greet. Ooh, I would have to like hire a bodyguard or something. I've done a few meet and greets on accident and they've been kind of scary. So where should it be? New York City? You know where I am on my For You page? I'm on Chicago TikTok. Anybody in the chat from Chicago? Because I'm getting a lot of Chicago FYP content. Chirac. My Christmas plans is I'm gonna go over to my aunt's house in the morning and then most likely my uncle's house in the evening. Chicago! Emily, I love that. Sarah. 6 or 7 bodyguards, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think all the time about the time like where a very, very, very drunk man came up to me. And that was the first time anybody had ever like approached me. Oh my God, he was so drunk. I don't know what 6, 7, it's like from a rap song and Gen Alpha took it over and it means a lot to them. I think it's dying down a little bit though. M asked, what are your favorite stones to use in jewelry? Well, this is a labradorite, and I usually wear my chalcedony when I go live to protect my throat chakra. And I was gonna wear these stones, but like as I was putting on my face oil, I ripped my earring out of my ear, and I was like, okay, not gonna wear those stones, that's fine. And yeah, I like to go to the Gem and Minerals show in the town where I live in. I talk about that a lot. Like, definitely highly recommend that. What are your biggest red flags in men? They use substances. Oh, okay, I'm reading a book right now, and it's really good. It's called Psychopath Free, or I'm listening to a book. And it's something, so this is something that they said that really resonated with me, and I think that this is going to be like my red flag from now on, is when I have to play detective to figure out what's going on. That's a no. That has to be like the biggest red flag. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, it was. It's been a little, I've had to like take it in chunks, honestly. But yeah, like if there's ever a relationship where I have to do digging or wondering what's going on, why am I feeling a certain way, but they're telling me, no, it's this way. Sound familiar? Red flag. What are red flags in women? Like for friendships? I would say my biggest thing with friendships is if they don't show up. Like if they say they're going to be somewhere and then they cancel last minute. I don't like that. If it's okay, like every once in a while, but usually people who cancel on me, you know, they are serial cancelers. And like, I just don't like when I plan my whole day and then they cancel on me. I'm like, dude, like 5 minutes after we're supposed to meet, like I'm at the event and they're like, oh, sorry, can't come. I'm like, ooh, I've ended friendships over that. What is your plan for content after your last part? Probably just talk about mental health. Mental health. Because clearly it's not something that people talk about enough. Thanks for following me, beautifully me. Blue asked, do you make all of your money through coaching? Or do you have other jobs too? I do. I make my money through coaching. And then I also do spiritual healing work. I've been getting quite a few clients with that this month, which was cool. I don't know why that Blue, I don't know why your comment was hidden, but I'm still going to answer you. Aw, Spicy Pisces, haven't had you in a live for a while. I'm so glad you're here. Sarah, thanks for pinning that. No More Mutants asked, how's the neighbor? He is doing well. I've hung out with him the last couple nights. It's funny because like I hadn't heard from him in a while. I was like, oh, where's he been? Like, what's going on? And then I saw him. I was like, what's going on? I haven't like heard from you. He was like, I've been so broke. I've been spending a lot of money because his truck is broken down. He's like, I've been spending a lot of money on Ubers. I was like, oh, okay. You know, and he's a man. When we hang out, even though he's just a friend, he takes care of things. So, you know, I was like, of course he's just broke. Like, that's fine. They are Christmas tree earrings, yes. I actually just unboxed all my Christmas tree stuff. No. Jen asked, offer to drive him. No. Or said offer to drive him. You know, it's funny, I thought about it, but no more doing things for men. Except for just being there. Showing up. Chandler, hi! Men can handle things on their own, you know, and it's interesting because I don't know. I'm like, no, yeah, no more doing things for men. Men can do things for me. My neighbors do things for me all the time. Like leaving a Christmas card at midnight and then the other one coming by to make sure that everything's okay. Who was here for that story? I'm still not over that. I'm like, oh my God. Hold on. That was wild. Yeah. Thank you guys for the gifts. That's really nice. Yeah. I am safe. I am protected. I have to remind myself that a lot. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for my neighbor. And it's just so funny because like our thoughts are just so often wrong. Like at least the looping thoughts, the anxious thoughts, the like, what's going on, you know? And something that I was saying with the neighbor, I was actually telling this story right as my live was kicked off. Yeah, I'll tell it. So, you know, it's, how do I want to say this? Okay. So 4.5 months of nonstop dogpiling will get to anybody. And I have to say, sometimes it does affect me as much as I don't want it to. And that's why I just try to ignore it. Hey. Jen. Rizzy is, yeah, I don't know, TK. So Rizzy was a woman who was bullied on TikTok, and there's a lot of like layers to her story. Like for instance, I just found out that when she was bullied on a live, she was in a psych ward. She was in an inpatient mental hospital, did not know that. Apparently she was disabled. She was a Black woman that was adopted by by white parents. That also, I don't know, like I didn't ever used to think about that, but then Erica Hart started going off like a year or two ago about how like white parents shouldn't ever adopt Black or brown children. Thank you for the cake. And I just thought that that was so interesting because yeah, there's just like some things that white parents won't ever be able to help their children with. And so like she felt out of place, and there's just so many layers. Rizzy. And so she, let me see, what do I want to say about this? She herself on a live, and it's tragic. It's tragic. And I've gotten so many DMs from people telling me to do the same thing. Yeah. The worst is when they'll go to my Instagram and like comment on my reels and tell me to do that. I'm like, dude, not to give anybody, you know, ideas, but it's part of what just wears me down is the nonstop harassment. Jay says they're just jealous. Yeah, it is morbid. Yeah. They would never say it to your face. That's the craziest part. Just disgusting. Exactly. That's what I want. That's why I decided to talk about Rizzy, is because people don't understand that their online behavior has real life consequences. So, you know, these huge YouTubers that are making videos about me, like I understand, because I put myself out there, right? It comes with it. And then, but people then feel emboldened to like send it to me and then tell me to take a ride on the sewer slide, or, you know, tell me to do that to myself. And it just emboldens people. And so that's what I was saying with my neighbor is, you know, I was hanging out with him last week before, I think it was like right after my very emotional live, the most recent full live that I had, where my fan club got a lot of content from, which was my bad, you know. And he was saying that he has some YouTube videos that are pretty popular. I'm like, oh, I bet you I have YouTube videos that have more views than you that are about me. And so he did, he looked it up. Because I was like, why don't you look it up? He was like, I will after you leave. I'm like, no, I want you to look it up right now. And so he looked it up, and it was such a mistake. And I think I was saying this before I got kicked off the last live, that it was like, the first one was a swoop video. And then, which, you know, I've seen that. Well, I haven't watched either of her videos, but I know the basic premise. And, you know, if she's gonna make a documentary about someone that's alive, why not talk to them? Because she's not interested in my story. She's interested in views, which is understandable. And yeah, okay, we can, and then the other one was a woman that was like laughing at me. And this is what these people are doing. They're laughing at me like we're in grade school, you know? And it was really hurtful to see those YouTubes. And later that night or the next day, I forget, I texted him and I was like, I should not have had you look up what was happening on YouTube. And all the neighbor wrote back was, try not to pay attention to what the internet says about you. I was like, oh, thank God. I'm like, yeah, you're right. What? Okay, so speaking of what people have to say, yes, Andrew, free Palestine and the flowers are still around. My favorite Christmas cookie is just like those regular, like, you know, like a sugar cookie that's iced. Delicious. Like, festive, fun. I was actually just thinking, I'm like, damn, I haven't really been invited to a Christmas party this year. I haven't like had any Christmas cookies. I've been doing a lot of socializing, but no Christmas parties. So, Liz, thank you so much. I am doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice, TK, gingerbread. Yeah, Trader Joe's has a really good gingerbread mix, and like every year it would sell out in like a week, and customers would come in and be like, where's the gingerbread mix? You know, because you could like make cookies, make cakes, make a loaf. Like, it was very, very, very versatile. And so, yeah. Matcha lattes. Thoughts on matcha lattes, Jen? Thank you. I'll drink them sometimes. I'm not like a huge matcha girly. Something about me, you guys, is I don't like iced lattes. Like, if I'm gonna go and get a latte at a like coffee shop, I don't want just cold milk and espresso. Like, I have an espresso machine. I love my Nespresso machine so much. This is such like my Virgo ex-boyfriend. This was so him. Like, he told me, he was like, my mom's going to send us her old Nespresso machine. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's really nice of her. And I found out, I talked to her later, and apparently she was like, hey, I want to send you the Nespresso machine for your house. And my ex-boyfriend was like, well, I don't drink coffee. And his mom was like, you know, for Kendra. He was like, oh yeah, okay. And I use it all the time. And then in the breakup, I got the Nespresso machine, and it's so awesome. So like, if I want to make just like espresso and milk at home, I'll do that. Kind of same thing with matcha. I like hot matcha lattes. Yeah, free Palestine, Jen. Thoughts from a therapist. Hi. Yeah, I don't know if you're still in here. Thoughts from a therapist. But yeah, I was banned for a while. I had a very emotional live like 10 days ago. My bad. This is what I'm learning. Like, when I am emotionally activated, people react. So I'm trying to like clear that out. Jen, you know, it's a really hard time to be Jewish right now. It's a very hard time to be Jewish. And I also believe that any Jewish person needs to admit that what Israel is doing to Palestine is a genocide. It's both. Like, I love my Jewish friends. I think that the Jewish religion is so beautiful, and it's a really, really beautiful culture, and they're Holocausting all over again. It's very strange. Free Palestine. Antoinette, I did not see your comment. No, lots of things get caught in the vortex. Sarah, my mod, calculated my numerology number. I am a number 33. Any makeup recs? You guys, Tarte is canceled. I love Tarte makeup. At least I love the tubing mascara. It's the only tubing mascara I use, but my friend has been sending me a lot of this. Like, I use their eyebrow pencil now. I use this. I use like an eyeshadow stick. Thoughts from a therapist. But so what it was, I'm so glad you're here. But so what it was is like, I was having a lot of feelings. I made a mistake. I had the wrong person on a live. It was very embarrassing. I was like very deep in my luteal phase. I said a lot of things, you know, I was very emotionally activated. So then I tried to go on live on Thursday, emotionally activated again. Ooh, that would have been bad. And also I had like RIP Rizzy in the corner here. And like, to me, I definitely want her to rest in peace. It's so sad what's happening, like what happened to her. And my fan club would have had a field day with that. I think they already kind of did. So I gave them just enough. You know, Spirit came in. What blush do I have on? I actually have like 3 different blushes on. So this same friend that gave me this, she gave me this palette. So I use that. And then I use like, she gave me a different blush. I don't know. Oh my God, you guys, I just realized I'm not wearing my glitter. Deep in your luteal phase. Everyone who bleeds knows what that's like if they have a regular cycle. It's hard. It's hard to not be emotionally activated during that time. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But that was on me, you know? I was just like, oh, here's this cute guy who makes fun content and he calls himself a feminist. Let me invite him on. when one of my very firm beliefs is that I don't trust men who call themselves feminists. Jen asked, how can I sync up with your cycles? You know, I ask my body all the time, can I please bleed with the full moon? I'm tired of, because like the full moon wipes me out. So I'm like feeling good and ovulating with the full moon. And then, but also tired from the full moon. So I don't know. Sometimes I'll bleed with the full moon, but then I just go back like to bleeding with the new moon. Duck, hi. What am I doing for the holidays? I am spending time at my aunt's house. My parents will be there, and then going over to my uncle's house. So that'll be fun. Love you too, Betsy. What is everyone else doing for the holidays? Family time? You know, the holidays they can be a hard time. I think that that's part of it too. Like so many people are like, go, go, go. Fun, fun, fun. 222 people in here, angel numbers. Oh, I'm sorry, Duck. There's definitely something bad going around. I got my COVID and flu shot on the same day, like 6 weeks ago. And when I quit Trader Joe's, I had to like get my own insurance for the first time in my adult life. And this is how I know that it was like meant to be for me to quit Trader Joe's, because happy winter solstice. Oh, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Have you been behaving yourself, Eric? How's therapy going? So, oh God, that you just distracted me, Eric. What was I saying? Let me see. Okay, let's go back to talking about mental health. Oh yeah, is that a Lord of the Rings mug? No, I found it at Goodwill, and it just says sweater weather, but I love the size of it. I can like load up on tea. Thank you. A beverage goblin needs at least 3 drinks at a time. She needs them while she's working for her body and mind. 1 to hydrate, 1 to energize, and 1 just for fun. A beverage goblin needs her beverages to make her brain run. What exercises do you do to stay sane during some hectic times? So right now, some of you may know, I'm obsessed with Orange Theory. I used to just go to the regular gym, like to Planet Fitness, and I liked that enough. But to me, if a gym isn't close, I'm not gonna go. And there is an Orange Theory blocks for me. And I love it. And like, just the coaches love me. Like the head coach is like, Kendra, I just appreciate you being here so much. You're such a good addition to this gym. And I was like, oh, thank you. So Anna says Orange Theory was so hard for me. Yeah, it is hard. It's a hard workout. It's a really hard workout. And I would have struggled if I hadn't spent years in the gym before. It definitely like, you got to know like the lifting techniques and all of that. And I also love to run. That's the other thing, is like running on a treadmill is something that I've done a lot. So I can see how Orange Theory would be hard. All right, I'm sweating a little bit. Hold on. Gotta get the airflow going. Woo. Yeah, Orange Theory is very hard. And then yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw my story, but I took a really long hike. And usually when I go to this hiking spot, I'll just like do a really easy spot. And and like hang out by the water. But I woke up yesterday and Spirit was like, you got to do the hard hike. And I was like, okay. So I kind of like put it off, but I did the hard hike. And like I said in the, in my like story, I hiked higher than the Empire State Building and had just the most beautiful view, like nothing like nature. So to get that really intense, thing. Holden said I got a stepper off TikTok shop and haven't opened the box. Is it like one of those things that you can just like get your steps in while you like watch TV or something? That's smart. I have a treadmill, like a walking pad that I use when I'm working or writing. That also really helps. Jen asked, do you do Pilates, Legree, etc.? No, just Orange Theory right now. I mean, it's interesting. So I lost when I came to TikTok in August, I weighed 220 pounds and I lost 10 pounds in a month, you guys. Like, going viral is an attack on your nervous system like that. And definitely wasn't the best way for me to lose 10 pounds. And then like doing Orange Theory, I lost 10 pounds in a month too, but in a better way, in a more sustainable way and like a healthier way because I was eating. So yeah, I've lost like 20 pounds since August. But I like to think I have good genetics too. But like once you hit 35, because your girl's 36, I think that there's like, that there's like genetics kind of go out. Oh my gosh, Snack Detective. So that's how I started. I did Hell Week too. It was so fun to be able to like pay to go in. Did you do all 7 classes? I think I did. I did it 8 days in a row. Yes, that was how I started. I like just happened to try, because if anybody wants to try Orange Theory, you can have your first class for free. You did 5? That's still really good. So you get your first class for free and they're like, hey, we have this Hell Week promotion coming up. Do you want to do it? And I was like, sure. Okay, for $35 or whatever it was. So I did it and it was really cool. Alex, hi, thanks for coming to the live. Jen, I haven't been on a bench in a while, but probably just like 90 pounds. I don't bench a lot, 100 pounds. Like I'll do the bar and like 50 pounds, 25 on each side. Hannah, well, I've been here. I did take a couple weeks off from going live. Souls for the soul. Hello. Thank you so much for the gift. Advice for panic attacks. So when I quit nicotine, I got awful panic attacks. So bad. So bad. I felt like I was gonna, thanks, Alex. It helped me like not ever touch nicotine again because it was so hard. So all that to say, really, the only things that would help me when I was getting them was breath work. And just like, thank God for YouTube, you know, so many good breathwork things. Like I would literally search like breath work for a panic attack and do it. Just anything to get you in your body. And if I didn't know about tapping back then, but if I did, I would definitely tap. I know, Alex, yeah. I do a paper bag, okay. Andy, hello. Hi. I'm so glad all the peeps are here. Yes. Benzos are so bad. But I'm glad you quit them. What do I do for work? I'm an ADHD and sobriety coach, and I also am a spiritual healer and advisor. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. 3 months, let's go. That's huge. Let's go, Duck. Yeah, the 8-ball. I mean, 8-ball's okay. Holden, I know. Yeah, we're all celebrating you. We're all celebrating you. I'm feeling okay. I was getting in my feelings there a little bit, but then Jen was like, let's talk about Christmas cookies. You know, something that I found out, mostly through Abby. So Abby, the trauma therapist, talks a lot about, like the book Trauma and Recovery. She's been reading from it a lot in her lives. And she talked about re-traumatization. And something that I used to do that was not good was I would search for myself and like read content and look at content about me. And it was re-traumatizing. And I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. But it was just really jarring when I had my neighbor look me up on YouTube. I'm like, why did I do that? Like, that was so re-traumatizing. Oh, Abby's the best. Thanks, Trish. Yeah. What did you want to talk about? I don't know. The neighbor. How do you refrain from looking yourself up? I feel like I wouldn't have the willpower not to. Chloe, that's such a good question. Trial and error, right? So I would look myself up and read the comments and feel like garbage after. And so now when I have the urge to see, I just remember, I'm like, wait, last time I did this, I felt awful after. Why am I going to do it again? And the people that get me, they get me. The people that are determined to misunderstanding me, they're going to misunderstand me. And I am here for the people that get, see, respect, and appreciate me. Those are my people. That's why I'm here. Everything else is just noise. Thanks for following me, Bubbles. Jen says, my boyfriend keeps saying he wants me to look and act like you. He says you're his ideal woman. That would make me feel pretty angry if my boyfriend was comparing me to someone. I'd be like, no. How does that make you feel, Jen? Yeah, exactly, Sarah. Boy, bye. Welcome back, Souls for the Soul. Yeah. Exactly, Jen. We're all like, no. Yeah, something that I learned from all of this is that men don't really care if women are like totally insane. Or being perceived as totally insane, at least, you know? Thank you, Souls for the Soul. I'm very grateful. I haven't ever had braces or anything. The only thing I have is one of my teeth is sideways. Like, it grew in sideways completely, but everything else, like, it's just what God gave me. it's low-key kind of hot to be crazy. I think men do. Some men totally have a fetish for that. Megan, hi. You know, and who am I to judge? Men are gonna men. I was actually hanging out with a friend who I hadn't seen him in a while, and he was just laughing. He was like, God, I love men. Like, here you are talking about trauma, and men are like, OF? My worst date was, I went on a hiking date with this man who, you know, I go to coffee first dates for a reason. Only coffee first dates. And he gave me red flags at our coffee first date. And what did I do? I went on a second date with him. And I mean, I've had a lot of bad dates, but this is just one that comes to mind. So the coffee first date was fine, but he shows up and he has a water in front of him. I was like, okay, are you going to get coffee? And he was like, oh no, I've had too much coffee for the day. I'm like, well, get a tea, get something. Like, this is weird. But anyway, I was like, okay, whatever. He was tall, you know, he was like 6'6". I don't make excuses for men who are tall anymore. So anyway, we meet at the hiking spot, and he's like 25 minutes late. So I was just like chilling, waiting there. And we go and we end up hiking like 4.5 miles up this road, which is fine. And then we go swimming in this canyon. And then on our way back, like right at the beginning, he starts talking about how he was in a men's group and everyone was going around saying their pronouns, and he got really upset. And he was like, that's none of, he said this so proudly. He was like, and I told them that's none of their business what my pronouns are. And I was like, what? None of their business. Yeah. Jen says Jennerson says fragile masculinity. I know. None of their business. I'm like, sir, it's 2023. This was, you know, almost 3 years ago, but I was like, what are you talking about? Huh? I think they were a gift from my mom. These are really mom coded. Huge red flag. I know, Gertrude. I don't know why your comment got hidden, but Elise, no, I do not drink. You should have seen me when I did though. But yeah, it was such a red flag. Yeah, thanks for blocking her. I think that was sometimes, I have a troubled relationship with my mom. Yeah. Moms can be hard, especially if they're boomers. Who is Joe? My favorite flowers are roses and lilies for sure. Amanda, I am 36. Born the same year as our girl Taylor. We were both born in 1989. Oh, my neighbor, he's good. We talked about him a little bit at the beginning of the live. He's really good. We got to hang out a couple times this week. He's given me some good nuggets of wisdom. That's right, the fate of Ophelia. Oh yeah. Taylor's a fellow projector. And this is like, it's what happens, you know, the people that understand me and see me and are there for me, it's just what it is to be a projector. lots of people give me invites, and I really, really, really make a lot of people mad too. My neighbor actually just texted me. Rage baiting is fun. I know, it's funny. There's actually a really funny, let me show you guys before I'll show you guys this meme because it is me. It's totally me. Thanks for liking the live, Alex. As Abby, the trauma therapist, says, like and share, like and share. So it's just me. It's me. Well, first of all, it says fire signs at the end of 2025. You're acting crazy. First of all, I'm not acting. It's just funny to me. Jen asked, is it a red flag if a guy doesn't pay on the first date? I think yes. I don't know why. I just think yes, because like, if I'm going to spend time with a guy, I'd just rather be alone if he's not going to pay. Who pays if it's two women? That I don't know. I actually saw something on my FYP that was like, it's hard to be a butch because like the femme just expects you to pay. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's not okay. I don't know. I'm not a lesbian, so I can't speak to that. Okay, and then here we are. Yeah, I'm an Aries. Always right, even with data proving otherwise. Harassment campaign, don't. Always right, even with data proving otherwise. I am right. I am right. Pisces gang. I don't know. Mother Mary's my protector. So, and then R is rage baiting full time. Me personally, I'm more of a part-time rage baiter, but I didn't realize how much my presence enraged people or just like what I do enrages people. Elle says, example, if I'm asked, they pay. If I ask, I pay. I love that, Elle. I love that. That makes a lot of sense. It's like whoever invited the other person on the date. Thank you for explaining that to me. Love my Pisces. And then, so always right, even with data proving otherwise, rage baiting full time. I is for intensity comes naturally. And so that's kind of it. Like, when I'm feeling emotionally activated, I'm already intense. So when I'm feeling emotionally activated and I do a little dramatization of the harassment campaign, it's not going to go well. You know, I'm just intense on my own. I don't need to add intensity to the intensity. Love my Taurians. Oh, I love how much love you're getting. Okay. And then the E is for entertaining for free. Like I entertain for free. Where would my fan club be if it wasn't for not being able to clip my lives? Ooh, love my Scorpios. Women Scorpios are the best friends another woman could have, period. Like, so intensely loyal. Just don't be on the other side of their barb. That stinger can hurt. And I like to call it being scorped out. And any Scorpio knows what it means to scorp someone out. But what that is being just completely cut off. Like you never ever existed. It's so painful. It's so painful, but you know, it's self-protection for Scorpios. So just try not to take it personally. Alex, nice. Aw, Jen, thank you. I love you too. I don't know why that was blocked. I see it. And then last but not least, S is for sore loser. And this is what people don't understand when they're like, how is she still going? It's like, well, I'm not going to lose. It's just not, it's not in my DNA. So, yeah, rage baiting is fun. That's right. What's your song obsession right now? That's a great, I don't know if you're still in here, Melina, but, right now, it's definitely Boss Chick by Saweetie. Mostly the line, the fate of appeal. Gooba, what is that? Pardon me, I don't, let me just play it. And like, for someone asked, you know, another song that I played a lot this year was Number One Rule by Meg Thee Stallion. So good. The number one rule, bad bitches choose. Don't chase a man, let a man chase you. I'm like, thank you. Okay, let me see. There's definitely like a line.
Long nails only get the toe tips. That ain't mad. Girl, that's icy on my lips. I ain't going nowhere. Just embrace me, bitch. Always lurking on my page. You don't hate me, sis. I ain't bothering nobody. I just breathe this shit. Deep down in your heart, you wanna be like this.
That's right. I mean, come on. Like, I see you lurking on my page. Do you guys know that the majority of my views on my videos and my posts are from people coming to my page? So these people that claim to like not like me, hate me, they're coming to my page to watch my content. So yeah, exactly. Casper, we're doing it. Gooba, okay. What is Gooba and why do I have to play it? Oh, a song by 6ix9ine? Nah. I thought that 6ix9ine was canceled. No. I'll listen to it another time. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that thought that. I know, yeah. I'm also wearing my, I was like, maybe it's gonna annoy people. I'm so glad everyone's here. It's been a good turnout. And I've been, you know, I've given them a little, yeah, they're jingle bells. I want to read you guys a DM that I got. And when Sass was my mod, she would like really pay attention to my fan club and like spend a lot of time analyzing them and like telling me what was going on with them, and it definitely wasn't the best for my mental health. And Sass was gonna sass and, you know, do what she thought was best, and I'm very grateful for everything that she did for me. And so all that to say is that I know that this person is telling the truth because I know that they were one of the people that Sass would like keep an eye on. And so This is like, it was even, they sent this the morning I recorded my Rizzy video. So it was even before what was going on. And they said, "Hi, Kendra. I just wanted to come on here and let you know that I am realizing that thrashing you online is doing more harm for you than good, and it's a very counterproductive way to deal with anything here. Yes, I follow those accounts. Yes, I made a great number of comments," and I know that because Sass would send me those comments sometimes. And I sincerely apologize for doing so. I don't necessarily agree with you and your methods as well, but I've come to realize that the bullying is not coming from a place of justice. It's impulsive and unkind. And especially when you said on your live that you were feeling certain ways about your life, it confirmed that this is not the way to do things. And to me, that was the God wink to film the Rizzy video. I was like, okay, Spirit, I will film that video. Thanks for supporting me, Alex. Yeah. And Talia, I know. It's a new moon. Yeah. But I thought that was really sweet. And I said, thank you so much for saying that. It's a vicious cycle. Tearing others down gives a sense of temporary high, but it comes with a major cost. I accept your apology. And they said, amazing. I'm glad to hear you say that. Take care of yourself and God bless you, Kendra. Because that's the thing, these people, they're doing their best. We're all doing our best. I know. It was really sweet. Jen, I don't know why you're... I think AI is filtered. It was sweet. Yeah. And that's, it just sucks that Rizzy's gone. It sucks. It's not okay. We're doubling up on the protection incense. Yeah, well, I didn't know her. I don't think she was had a big following. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I like to slay. And people don't understand that, right? Like, so I'll say it again, the things that people say online have real world consequences. And I think that my fan club really does think that they're doing something. They think that they are... I don't know what they think. I can't, I'm over that. But they don't understand that they're not doing anything. They're just bringing hate into their own life. And that's the thing about Messy Talk is, and I would say that my fan club is a part of Messy Talk, is they just don't get that there's real people on the other side. Consequences, right? Oh, that would be so sweet, Jen. Thanks, Jeannie. Or Jean, Janae. I think that's part of the hate that I get too, honestly, is I'm pretty. I just, people hate women, other women, it's internalized misogyny. And this is Like, even what am I thinking? What do I want to say? My situation on here, like, because I thought, well, I'll definitely have women that understand. Women have been some of my biggest haters and my biggest critics. I don't get it. People love to tear down beautiful, strong, intelligent women, aka you, Jen. I don't know why you were hidden, but thank you. They're projecting. Yeah. Internalized hate, exactly. It was a lot of jealousy, unfortunately. It's still going on. It's still going on. My fan club is just as active now, but it's just like, I'm a 36-year-old woman, you know? And I feel like, because this is another thing that people don't understand, is like, I've been bullied my entire life. In grade school, in high school, not so much in college, because I mostly just hung out with dudes and drank a bunch. Then I went into the workforce, got bullied in the workforce at Trader Joe's, like continued to. And so it's nothing new to me. And now that I'm sober and like have found ways to like myself and validate myself, it really doesn't bother me. So these people like think that they're doing something when really it's just like another day. And I know that me being here has helped people. And so that's what I focus on. Thank you, Stina Bina. I like florals. I do like florals. I just have a couple perfumes. They thought they ate with the bullying. Yeah. They do. Jen, I want to pin your comment, but bullies are never good. Well, they're all over TikTok. There was like one woman, Kendra Hilty saga. That was really intense. I think she was most likely pretty mentally unwell. And that's also what I have to remember, you guys, is these people that are coming into my comments on Instagram or into my DMs and leaving these violent, hateful messages telling me to myself, they're not mentally well. And it's just like one big, like, it's not helpful either way. My bullies are mostly women. Some men do bad things, but I remember their stuff coming up on my FYP. Yeah, well, if you haven't blocked them, Holden, yeah. Okay, let me go to my... So this...
As long as there are women that we decide it's okay to be misogynistic towards, there is never going to be any progress for women. There's just
never. And that's the thing, is these women think like, oh, Kendra's trying to ruin a man's life, so let's ruin hers. Like, even if people, and even the person that DM'd me to apologize, like, they even said, I don't agree with what you did, and that's okay. It's okay to not agree with, you know, what I'm doing or how I went about it or, you know, how I'm choosing to tell my own story. That's fine. It's just about let it go. Why do you need to operate a smear campaign for a man? You don't. Exactly. Oh, Milena, I'm pinning that comment. That is so... Oh, I can't pin your comment, but Milena, They can't face the fact that they are still in situations like the one you walked out from. Thank you. The projection is wild. And this is why I also came to my story, like came to TikTok with my story, is I was like, I walked away. It was a miracle that I got out of that situation. And who knows where it would have went to, you know? And I was like, there's gotta be other women who are in a similar situation. And don't get me wrong, many women did leave predatory therapist relationships, or they were dating their therapist and they broke up with their therapist, or, you know, don't get me started on the high school girls that would message me and tell me about their male teachers who would text them and buy them things like sodas. Milena chewing them up. Talia, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, she did. Ooh. Because that's what I say over and over. Like, every woman knows what it's like to be taken advantage of by a man with power over her. Every single one. And some of them have done their work all around it, and others haven't.
Like, as soon as we decide that it's okay that this woman is the one that we throw to the wolves because she did that bad thing, that is when we lose the plot. And that is...
We've lost the plot, you know? And this is part of also why I'm like not going away. I'm like, no, I will not let people shame me into silence. It doesn't matter if I was right or wrong with how I told my story. I'm still a person with a voice. And let me tell you, it felt good to tell my story. Even with the Darvo, even with the blaming, even with like everything that happened to me, it felt awesome. I've actually had a few, like 2 male gynecologists. The first one was amazing. The second one was pretty good. But yeah, 2 straight male gynecologists. But I definitely prefer women gynecologists, especially now. Oh my God. The Epstein list, no, I haven't seen it. But that's the thing. It's like, reminds me of that Bo Burnham song. That's the way the world works. Because every politician, every cop on the street protects the interests of the pedophilic corporate elite. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. Genocide, the natives say we got to it first. Aw, thanks, Jen. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't trust male doctors at all anymore. And that's, you know, that's the other thing. I understand why people had a strong reaction to my stories, because like people have to trust doctors. They have to rely on them. And it's uncomfortable to think like, oh God, what if the same thing happened to me? And it's also, I think it's the fact that like I'm smart and well-spoken and can really like hold myself well. And it's scary that like, oh, if this person can be taken advantage of, where does that leave me? And so people just smear me, or they, you know, some people will smear me and try to make me the problem.
When we don't continue to push onward in our progress as women
right.
collectively.
It's holding us back.
Does that mean that any woman, billionaire, millionaire, rich, not rich, whoever, white, black, etc., does that mean that any of them are above critique? No, never going to say that. I don't think any person is above critique, but there's...
Right, like I'm not above critique. It's okay if people want to critique how I went about telling my story. Like, I forget her last name, but Kira. Oh, I'm like obsessed with her. She's like an elder Gen Z creator on here. She does a lot of dancing content, but she also like does a lot of things. She had some good critiques, but in no way did she freaking launch a smear campaign against me. And she reminded everyone, she was like, because people were like, apparently I didn't know this. What are the things you've learned now that you've had distance from the TikTok situation? That I am very strong and capable. That when I show up unapologetically, I'll attract the right people to me. And that people will bend over backwards to protect men in power. And the people that choose to do that, it's not on me. Welcome back, Chandler. Annika, you should be in a docuseries. I did have actually someone like at the height of everything. I did interview with a documentary filmmaker. Didn't really go anywhere. It's probably for the better. I don't know if I know who Ted Mosby is. You're welcome, Chloe. I like it when people come in and say things. Okay. Hey, Sour, I'm feeling much better today. I know, let me go get my sparkles, you guys. I'm just about out. So I've been doing like a layer. I'm almost out. I'll do like the thin ones. I can't really see. I have it on the, let me just actually look in a mirror. So there's the little ones. And then I'll go in with the bigger ones. But I need to re-up on my glitter. Maybe we'll pick out some colors. There's a lot of Big Mama, Big Mama. Thank you, I love them. Electra Cosmetics forever. Thanks, Megan. I'm so glad you're here. My favorite climate is San Diego, whatever that climate is. You know, it's funny. So when I first came to TikTok, I called myself the Oracle because ChatGPT and Claude would call me the Oracle. But then I realized that like Chat would do that because I was like, well, I'm speaking about uncomfortable truths. God is leading me. So it is kind of oracular. And I had to stop calling myself that because I was so tired of the AI psychosis thing. But when I was calling myself the Oracle, my subscribers called themselves Gloricles. And actually, one of the Gloricles made a... Isn't that so sweet? As I hit myself with it. Made a... What is this? I want to say label, but that's not right. I know. The Gloricles. So that's what they used to call logo. Thank you, Casper. Yeah. And they sent me this and a few other like some really cool crystals. It was a really sweet care package. I do have a PO box if anybody wants to send me things. I'm open to gifts, and I'm very, very grateful for all the gifts I've gotten. Jannerson, you can slide into my DMs and we can talk about an interview. My PO box is not in my bio. If you DM me, or I can, yeah, just DM me and I'll give you my PO box. I don't really trust just putting it out there. It feels scary, but yeah, happy to. Oh, chiropractors. I actually got several DMs, Melissa, about chiropractors. They're a man in power, and it's a really vulnerable place to be, like, on a table. I've been assaulted on a massage table before by an energy healer. It was awful. Ghoulie Chuli, if you sent a message, it got taken by the filter, so try again. Oh, wait. Oh, I did see it. Are you going to talk to Adam McIntyre? Who is that? Who is that? Tell me. I would love to know who that is. Should I look them up on TikTok? Did they invite me to talk to them?
On here. Treating? There's a content.
Okay, let's thank you guys for liking the live.
It's official.
I'm looking up Adam McIntyre. Part of me is like, ooh, should I not? Oh, is this the guy that... I don't know. He looks like he's a part of Messy Talk. Oh, Jen, I love Vietnamese food. I have tea. I have water with electrolytes. And I have a Spindrift. Okay, Sam, I'll miss you. Ooh, I love that you're Vietnamese. Every time there isn't great Vietnamese food or like Asian food in general where I live compared to Portland when I lived there. And when I was in Portland, every time I'd meet a Vietnamese person, I would ask them, where's your favorite place to get pho? And every single one of them would say they make it at home. So that's kind of my goal. Yeah, I want to learn how to make pho because they're like, oh, it's easy. I'm like, okay. I want to try. Do you make your pho at home? Do you have Vietnamese friends? I do. I have a few, but you can be one of them too. Thank you, Chloe. I just put it on. I live for the sparkly highlight moment. I'm so glad you all came back and that you're all here. Seriously, just so grateful. And thanks for the gifts and stuff. Okay, I've got 5 more minutes. Gonna go Goodwill Hunters, 183. Oh, Goodwill. I know. It's been 90 minutes. Oh, I'm trying. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's just a casual 183 people in the live. Nothing like the 10,000 when I was going viral. That was pretty crazy. I do. I love streaming, you guys. It's my favorite part of TikTok. And I do have a backup account now. So if I were to like get banned, group 7 is still a thing. Moldavite, and I don't know what stone this is. This was a gift from my mom. Turquoise opal. But yeah, but I'm glad to be back. I love streaming. Past lives. Yeah, so I actually do past life healing. Milena, your comment was muted. I don't know why. But yeah, I do past life healing. And I've been getting quite a few clients this month. It's really exciting. I got a new client through my website. And it's funny because the website that people find, it's kind of like my fake website. A lot of people don't know that. They thought that they were like doing something when they were spamming it. But here's my lapis sphere. Oh, Goodwill Hunters. But yeah, here's my lapis sphere. Well, I am streaming here. Should I stream somewhere else? And then look, so I would highly recommend having a man be obsessed with you that has an account at Swarovski Crystals, who also knows that you're obsessed with Hello Kitty. For like 7 years, I had this man whose love language is acts of service. From like the age of 20 to 27, this man was obsessed with me, and he gave me Hello Kitty Swarovski crystals for every holiday and every birthday, and it's just the best. So I have 2 Christmas themed ones. I mean, come on. What stones do I recommend? Yeah. I think amethyst is a good like beginner stone. And then here's just like a regular one. And I also have a fall themed one. The little pumpkin. I know. And then I have a St. Patrick's Day one. I've been here, Adelita. Yeah. But my Christmas ones are really my favorite. I was excited to unpack them. They're so cute. Yeah, I love Hello Kitty too. I don't think Chandler's still in here, but Chandler, they were rocking on their live a Hello Kitty sweater. I know, 2 best friends. It goes with my roses. Thank you so much to everyone who hung out today. I think it's time. Just know my DMs are open. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish friends out there. I am so grateful for my community. I love going live. I love streaming. Thank you to everyone who hung out for the whole time or who just popped in. And I am just so grateful to everyone who added to the live. Thank you. Okay. I won't be on tomorrow. Yeah, Hanukkah. Yeah, I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll try to be on before Christmas. Maybe I'll do a little Christmas Eve live. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Happy holidays. I'll try to come on before Christmas. Oh yeah, maybe a Christmas Day stream. Yeah. Bye.